Good afternoon, everyone. In today's session, we are going to discuss about a biological subject or medical subject. The title is Six Signs to Know Our Immunity is Compromised or it is weakened. Look, come to think of it, every single thing is immunity in our life. In the life of not only human, but in the life of every living being on this planet, every earthling. Without immunity, we cannot survive on this planet for a week. All kinds of bacteria and the pathogens and the parasites, the virus are going to know us away. They are going to gobble us up. They are going to kill us. It is our immunity which is the army of our body. Immunity lives in our bone marrow. Our bones are hollow in the middle. In the middle of the bone, there is white substance. And this white substance is white cells. And these white cells are cells of immunity. They are, they are known as phagocyte and lymphocyte. Lymphocyte and phagocyte provide us 100% security, 100% defense, 100% protection from all kinds of invading germs from outside, from our food, from the air, from water, from any source. Whatever the pathogens, parasite, bacteria, virus, penetrate into our body, these parasites, these agents are recognized by our immune system, that is phagocyte and lymphocyte. They are going to recognize them and they're going to attack on them and they're going to kill them. That is only the way we can actually survive of the threat of all these external agents. Now, why COVID has been killing people? Reason is only this. The people does not have that kind of antibody, that kind of immunity is not there. Our immunity is not developed to that. As soon as that vaccine will be available, vaccine will be jabbed to us, then vaccine is going to give immunity, kind of trigger the immunity to respond to COVID virus. Because immunity doesn't know what is COVID virus. Vaccine is going to trigger the COVID's knowledge of recognizing the immunity's knowledge, I should say, recognizing COVID's virus. So as long as our immunity doesn't recognize any kind of virus or pathogen parasite, doesn't attack. So as soon as this vaccine will be found, virus will be recognized by our immunity, and our immunity is going to attack the virus, and we are going to survive. Even though virus attack on us, we don't have to worry about it. Virus will penetrate in our body, and the phagocyte and lymphocyte of our immunity are going to attack. So immunity must be robust. You are healthy or you are sick. You are tired or you are energetic all day long. Whatever it is all about your immunity. Robust immunity, robust the body, robust the immunity, robust the mind, and weaker the immunity, weaker the body, and weaker the mind. So there are 6 signs, according to our article of today, how to know immunity is compromised or weakened. How to know? So there are 6 signs by which we can actually find out that our immunity is compromised, our immunity is weakened. Point number 1 is stress level remains constantly high. We remain stressed all day long. Stress level of our mind and body remains constantly high. We are stressed in every single thing. Diwali is going on, still we are stressed. We don't like Diwali, we don't like festival, we don't like firecrackers, we don't like polytechnic, we don't like any kind of thing that happens during the Diwali time. We don't like anything. We don't like our relatives. We don't like our kinfolks. We don't like our siblings. We don't like our children. We don't like our spouse. We don't like anything at all, nor food, nor movies, nor any kind of episode of the television program, mainly because we are stressed out. We are saturated with stress. And why we are saturated with stress? Because our immunity is weaker. Point number 2 is tummy trouble. Our tummy, our stomach will always give you trouble. No matter what you eat, digestive or metabolic disorder will be there. You will not be able to digest anything. Even if you eat angelical food, food from heaven, still this food is going to give you trouble because of our digestive system. Metabolic order will go into disorder or disarray because of our compromised immunity. Third sign is wounds heal extremely at the slow pace. Whatever wound we have, little bit of scratches somewhere or little bit of laceration, it will take long time to heal. And that is one of the signs of diabetes as well as compromised immune system. If your immune system is strong, the wound will heal within few hours. But weaker immunity is not going to heal our wound, even though the wound is a minor pepper cut. Still, it will take probably 3 to 4 or 5 times longer than those people's wound whose immunity is robust. Point number 4 is we suffer from cold every 52 weeks a year. We are the first victim of cold. Every week we have cold. We have cold in winter, we have cold in summer, we have cold in monsoon, we have cold in spring, we have cold in autumn. Cold doesn't leave us. Cold is always with us 24 times 7 times 365. 24 times 7 times 365. No matter what kind of medicine you take, no matter what kind of doctor you go, but doctor cannot actually help us to get rid of our cold. Point number 5, infections occurring rather frequently. We suffer from infection. Every single time any single thing happens, we have stomach viral infection, we have nasal infection, we have skin infection, we have boil infection, we have infection everywhere. Skin would have infection everywhere you turn, you have infection. That kind of infections are the sure telltale sign of compromised immunity. Point number 5, permanent fatigue syndrome or feeling tired all the time. Yeah, most people would be tired at night time who are really diligent people, studious people. Strenuous people are tired at night. But when you get up in the morning after 10 hours so long slumber, and still you in the morning you are complaining about being tired. Tired you are all the time. Tired in the morning, tired in the late morning, tired in the early afternoon, tired in the late afternoon, tired in the early evening, tired in the dusk, tired in the twilight, tired at night. So when you are tired all the time, then you know that your immunity is weaker, it is compromised. So, what are the remedies of that? How can we get rid of that weaker immunity and make it stronger? So, first of all, take a good amount of sleep. Always sleep at least 6 to 8 hours. Exercise a little every single day. Probably we have missed some vaccine. That may be the reason. Our food may not have ample amount of calories, vitamins, fiber, fat, protein. So balanced diet is also a very important thing. And have no stress. Don't worry, don't be anxious about anything. Relax, learn to relax. And don't be lazy, don't be sloth. Be active. Be active. More exercise you are doing in your daytime, or more walking or more cycling or more anything you do, that actually generates more energy. More the energy you spend, in other words, the more the energy you generate. If you don't do exercise, those people who don't exercise at all, these people are always tired, in fatigue, But those people who exercise, they are active, they are very energetic people, they are upbeat. So exercise doesn't take away your energy, but exercise generates the energy, and this energy is going to strengthen your immunity, our immune system. Food is the most important thing. Don't eat any kind of junk, any kind of garbage. Eat right amount of food, right type of food, quality food and a quantity food. And always remember, have ideal weight. If your weight is not ideal, you are obese, your pouch is coming out, your stomach is coming out, you have a lot of flaps on your body, and you look into a mirror and you don't like yourself, that means you are fat, you don't have ideal weight. So get into ideal weight. So these are the all 6 signs telling us that our immunity is weaker and our immunity needs some kind of tuning up to do. And these are the ways that you can get rid of weaker immunity and strengthen immunity like a strong rock. So that's all the time we have today. Tomorrow we're going to think about talking and elaborating something else. Until then, thank you very much, and God bless all of us on this planet. Amen.